Hey there everybody, Pop on Top here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods. In today's mod, we got a pistol mod here. This is the Beretta M9A3. It's a discontinued real-life gun. Obviously, you can probably find it in real life still. But the Beretta website says legacy model. This model is no longer in production. So, you know, that's what Beretta says. But the Beretta also says, with the M9A3 semi-auto pistol, Beretta has created a coming together of all the tactical and functional features that today's combat professionals require. So, you know, you want to feel like a combat professional, you can have this Beretta here. Now, obviously, this is the base default variant, right? It has some cool animations and stuff. We're going to get into that. Obviously, by default, 65 damage, 10mm ammunition, 50 fire rate, 143 range, which seems spectacular. That 59 accuracy is about good. I mean, we'll see what we got going on with attachments and stuff here. Haven't really looked into it too much myself. But it does sound nice, but that's also because I have a sound mod. Okay, this is it's using a base game sound. I'm going to tell you that off rip, right? It does have really nice one-handed running animations and shooting animations and reload animations, right? Like all that stuff is the mod, right? That sun is like really a present today. But the sounds are a sound mod I have that replaces the base game sound. So I imagine it shoots what would be like normal 10mm sounds or something like that. Obviously, in real life, it's a 9mm gun, so, you know. But it does say on the Beretta website that 17 round capacity is correct. That's its maximum capacity, but I'm sure we can make it bigger because it's a video game and not real life. If you want the weapon for yourself, you craft it for yourself at the chemistry station once you've downloaded the mod. No perk requirements, just 5 adhesive, 5 gear, 6 plastics, 6 rubber, 8 screws, 5 springs, and 6 steel. And you get this base variant that we have here. But obviously, we're not here to exist in base. Obviously, that's a sick pull-out animation too. You kind of like the put-away animation is very cool too, right? Where you like hold it close to your chest, but still ready to shoot. Right? You're ready to fire here. It looks like you're ready to fire. Put it away. Proper put-away form. You put it up, put it down. All right? Police training. Police weapon, right? Let me reload it one more time real quick just so you can see the slickness of that. And let's take a look at the weapon workbench. So, you can make an advanced receiver. That's probably where you want to go to maximize the damage. You know, makes sense. You make a heavy or lightweight barrel. Lightweight's going to cost you some range, but reduce AP cost. We'll compare that directly, I guess. So we'll make a heavy barrel. So, if I was to have this thing in a heavy barrel, which would increase its range, it's a big, long boy now, I would get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11. Not quite 12. It didn't click for the 12th one. It was like, nope, don't have enough AP for that. And this is, as a reminder here, I have a fuck ton of AP. So this is going to be like a really, I got 11 shots with the heavy barrel. And you do, you know, get all that benefits of the extended range and such, right? So if I put the lightweight barrel on, how many more shots does that get me? Because it does cost you a decent amount of range and accuracy, but it does get, you know, lighter as a benefit too. So for survival modes, right, like and stuff like that. So I get 1, 2, 3, oh, way more. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It won't let me go anymore. I've hit the VATS cap and I still have AP left. So obviously I could just accept it. So is it worth trading off the range for essentially what's going to probably actually be double the amount of match shots? That depends, right? Like if you're using the weapon with manual fire, it's hard to talk about my own gun noises, they're so loud. If you're going to use this weapon with manual fire, I definitely recommend the heavy barrel. But like if you're going to VATS only, maybe the lightweight barrel might be the actual solution, right? I don't know if you need that extra range necessarily. We'll see when we get into combat. I'm going to leave that lightweight on for now. Now, you can make a quick eject magazine so it really load faster. I'm going to put that on for now just to see what the animation looks like, if it changes the animation. I mean, that does look like you're holding the mag and you put the other one in without essentially dropping the old mag, I believe is the difference there. I'm going to double check though. And the way I'm going to double check is I'm going to put the extended mag on there. I like the glow sights though. I mean, obviously we can put a reflex and all these little fucking scopies on here. I don't think a pistol really needs a sight, but put a little reflex sight on there just so we can show it off too. Let's put the regular extended mag on there. Like I said, Beretta says it only goes up to 17, but extended only gets you to 20 as it is anyway. So yeah, in the extended mag, you're dropping it and then putting a new one in there. On the quick version, which we'll show off in a second here, let's take a look at the sight. That's actually a nice clean sight though, just a nice red dot. So yeah, you're like dropping the old mag. This one you're keeping it in your hand and you're pulling it right out and replacing it with another one. So let's do extended quick mag, which is the way you'd want to go. Regardless of whether it's realistic or not, y'all can, you know, argue in your head and shit. Let's take a look at a different sight while we're here. Lots of obviously different reflex sights, and they're all gonna have different reticles and all those kind of things. This one's actually probably cleaner though. Okay. Yeah, you just keep the magazine in your hand and put the new one in before you drop the other one. It buys you like half a second of reload time. Not even, right? But you know, it is faster, so it's worth putting on there. Oh man, it is nice though. The animations on this are great. Just looks really good when you're using it. So, I mean, we obviously got to put a couple different other sights on here, so we can show off some muzzles and stuff here. So it has a thread protector on by default. It just says protects the barrel thread. I don't know if it really does anything. You can obviously put some muzzle brake systems on here, and I imagine as you were going to get the suppressors. Yeah, these Obsidian 9, the Mini Obsidian 9. Both of those, well, all of these attachments, muzzle brakes, compensators, or suppressors, all reduce range, but do increase accuracy. But these suppressors do require the sneak perk, which I think that just makes a lot of sense, right? I think that's a cool thing. Let's suppress the weapon though, just so we can see what it sounds like. Then we're really feeling the negatives of that range though. Then we might want to not have a lightweight barrel. We'll see how it goes. So we have high velocity ammunition, which has better accuracy. So like we've increased the range dramatically and increased the accuracy dramatically. Improved hipfire accuracy, but reduced damage just a tiny bit. Hyper velocity, so even more of that. Even less damage, but even more range and even more accuracy. Armor piercing ammunition, kind of self-explanatory. You do more damage through armor, right? Flechette fires multiple projectiles with a wide spread. Essentially, it's a shotgun pistol mode. Close combat. Specialized close combat, high damage ammunition, superior ballistic damage, inferior effective range. So you give up. It's the opposite, right? High velocity, you give up damage for range. Close combat, you gain damage, lose range. Incendiary rounds, we can light motherfuckers on fire. Irradiated, if you have nuclear physicist. Subsonic, slightly increased weight, less range, more damage. I do want to, you know, shoot the flechette ammo too. But what do we put on? I mean, you want to really put the hyper velocity on there. Keep it suppressed, right? And keep it lightweight. It does sound very nice, but that's obviously my sound mod. Does look nice, sounds good, fire rate's good. Obviously still cranking out fucking like as many fast shots as the game will let you do. I don't really like this particular scope. That's like, or reflex sight. I guess it's not a scope. Somebody just had a fucking aneurysm because I call it a scope. But yeah, you could absolutely keep it suppressed and then put those hyper velocity rounds in there. But I want to put flechette on there because I want to shoot it like a shotgun. We obviously have trigger mods here, so we can do lightweight trigger, even lower AP cost. But you need a small guns perk, which is pistols for me, right? For you, gunslinger, right, would be the name of the perk for you. Okay, gunslinger, right? And match grade, better critical shot placement. I want to see lightweight. 89 fire rate is kind of nuts. Match grade is the same thing. It does increase accuracy. Lightweight does lose some accuracy. We'll see how that works. And then you can obviously put a laser flashlight, laser, or another laser flashlight. I don't know the difference between these. I'm going to put the one that costs the most perks. And then we can change the laser colors, dot or full. So like the dot means, like I imagine here, we're going to get a dot on the target, not the full laser light, right? And then flashlight options. We could do materials here. We could do black, desert, standard, gray, green, steel. Obviously make that motherfucker all black. And then you can make it do extra damage or less damage by 25 or 50%. If you feel like it's not, like you really want to use these flechette rounds and you're just not feeling enough, they're not doing enough damage. Let's hit the flashlight on. Active flashlight. Let's test that out too. There's a lot of stuff here to this particular pistol though. I've seen a lot of pistol mods. This one is nice. That flashlight looks very clean. Nice little sight here. Obviously, we are shooting flechettes. It's going to be hard to show that off necessarily, but like you can see, there's some spread to that. I mean, that's pretty close range, right? I mean, obviously, we hit hard here. We hit multiple here, and then, you know, some spread on it. It is kind of cool to use as a shotgun pistol, but I don't really think that's going to be necessary. Especially, we got that lightweight trigger. I mean, obviously, I have to show this off to you here. Unfortunately, I have to wait for my crafting station to be less of a stupid bitch. We're going to have... I mean, you can't even see. I mean, I can barely see, but like with the pixelation of YouTube compression, you're not going to see. I haven't even used maybe like half my AP for the maximum amount of shots I can crank out here. But obviously, you see that damage isn't isn't very much. I'm not hitting very much here with these flechette rounds. The spread might be a little bit too high on there for my particular preference and stuff here. Obviously, there's a certain unique benefit to that, but like, it is quite spreading. And look at that, 29 damage. That was 89 because I got at least a good amount in there. 85. Like, that's the maximum damage. 141 on a headshot. But I really don't think the flechette's going to be the way to go here on this particular weapon. Let's see here. We have like one more sight to show off, the Hollow Sun sight. No, and an aim point. Jesus Christ, sights. Okay. But I mean, obviously, we can make people get lit on fire. That's something we have to show off too, because like that's a lot of customization here. So this is one of our sights. That's got a big old circle. Fire rounds are making the fire damage happen. Way more damage per single bullet. Still like almost infinite shots. You can see my reload in there, right? So I'm just showing this off for the illustration purposes, and then we can see how much AP I have even when I come out of that. Reloading, shooting some more shots. Like, with the lightweight barrel, which may not be necessary. I don't think you'd ever really need that many shots. Obviously, you could build criticals and then slap them together. I mean, not even half my AP gone. It regenerates all back. Obviously, like I said, have a huge amount of AP. But, I mean, that's with the lightweight barrel. Obviously, I can make it heavy. Gain some of that range and accuracy back. These are interesting thoughts and ideas, right? The incendiary rounds obviously do lose some accuracy and stuff. Like, we can increase the range even more with subsonic. But really, I think hypervelocity is kind of the way to go on this. You do lose some damage per bullet, but like really it's about volume of fire. You get extreme amounts of range and accuracy and stuff. I mean, you can make materials whatever you want, but black is kind of the best looking one in my eyes. And then, obviously, you want the flashlight on. I don't see why you wouldn't make it suppressed necessarily. 179 range with that hyper velocity ammo is good. I mean, you could make it heavy too, and you're gaining a little bit of accuracy back. But does increase AP cost. Let's take a look. I mean, we're still going to get like a lot of shots off this way, right? Yeah, I mean, especially now. Like, we're still hitting maximum shots, and we get the heavy barrel. I mean, there's no reason not to do that. I forgot to change the sight. I really do like the black look of this particular weapon. It does look quite nice. So yeah, heavy barrel. You got a couple more sights here to show off. Obviously, they're all personal preference. Sights are personal preference. I don't have to show off literally every one of them. Those are ugly, though. I mean, me personally, and this is, not for you necessarily. I'm glow sights 100% of the way. Like, the glow sights, advanced receiver, probably heavy barrel, extended quick mag, glow sights, that makes no sense. I would make it suppressed, because why not make it suppressed? Flashlight on. You could do whatever color dot that your preference is on your laser. You should have a laser on, though. Hyper velocity is probably the way that I would go. You can maybe argue the close combat, but you are losing a decent chunk of range, but you're maximizing damage. Irradiated bullets are useful in certain situations. The subsonic ammo is kind of a middle ground, right? Slightly less range and accuracy, but you get more damage. I think I'd just rather have the range. I'd rather focus on a high volume of shots and criticals and VATs, right? Especially with that combination of a lightweight trigger, where you can get lots of fire rate, right? Yeah, and then that's it. And whatever material you want. It's a very cool looking little gun, though. We'll obviously have to go test the weapon out in some combat now, though. And I'm going to do it like this. And I'm going to probably shoot it a lot in VATs with some manual fire just to show off what 89 fire rate looks like. You manually shoot. You go through a 20 round mag in about a second. Like, if you can pull the trigger that fast, if you got fast fingers. And if you don't think that I do, you should ask your girl about it. Anyway, I'll see you guys when we get some combat. Alright, we're pulling up here on my Zombies Around Arcade mode. Slight, tiny bit of loading screen. This one's particularly being long, just to fuck with me, because normally it doesn't take that long. I really do want to remind you, too, though, these animations are really fucking good. This one-handed running animation, right? The little, like, lowered animation, the put-away, pull-out animation. All wonderful shit. But let's go in here. Let's fucking shoot some stuff in the face with it. So, let's go to the USAF Satellite Station Olivia. Why not? It doesn't really matter. We'll spawn in some, I don't know, gunners, maybe? It doesn't really matter. I mean, obviously we can sneak around with the weapon. Like I said, bat shot's on deck. It's gonna one-shot that man in the head as it is anyway. With the sneak attack, it does sound crispy and nice too, though. But obviously we don't need to do that. Like, you could spam the shit out of this particular weapon, lightweight trigger style, without the need for all this sneaking around if you don't want to do that. Like, you could spam it at any kind of rate you needed to. Obviously, you could take your time and line up the sneak attack shots. The gun seems very loud, but obviously I have a huge amount of reverb and stuff on mods, sound mod. I mean, 2 shots. I could have shot way faster than that. I showed that off in those couple of those examples right earlier. on those gunners, right? Where you could just spam the weapon until you see them fucking fall over dead. Like that. Right? And then run and gun. I'm going to do a whole nother wave. We're going to do some third-person stuff. Obviously, with the third-person animations, we'll also do some more VAT stuff on deck. But this is a very good fucking pistol mod. It comes highly recommended for me. In case you're curious. In case you value what my opinion is and how I think about things. This one is great. I mean, I've covered a lot of really good pistols. Pistols are just great. Pistols is like my second favorite weapon behind shotguns, right? Like, even like these good little spammy ones here. Like a big Desert Eagle hand cannon. But this fucking spammy little boy. That's fun. Okay. Obviously, we can turn the flashlight on too. That's causing some weird issues in third person. There's like a shadow of my character in the third person flashlight. So just so you know, maybe the flashlight's not a third person compatible thing. But you can obviously just say, well, is anybody in here? I just feel so slow sneaking around, dude. I hate this. I mean, I don't have to sneak around technically for third person, right? Just line them up, knock them down. It's fucking a shooting gallery right there. That's how quick you can fire this thing. I can see why Beretta's like it satisfies all your tactical needs, because that definitely satisfied that tactical need. One shot headshot in the back of the head, sneak attack critical, suppressed gun, wonderful fucking pistol, huge amount of customization options, everything works. Animations are high quality, file size is not too large. I don't remember exactly what it is, but it is, you know, reasonable, less than 100 megabytes or so, right? Like that's where I would consider reasonable for a good gun. Come here, come back here. I'm gonna shoot you in your foot till you die. Sucks to suck, bitch. I mean, not obviously the foot. It's actually the leg, but you know, whatever. Same difference. Extreme fire rate. Just turn the body into goo because I can. But yeah, this is the M9A3. Technically the Beretta M9A3, but the mod is just called M9A3. And it's a very good pistol mod. Wonderful. Has everything you want from a pistol. High amount of customization. You want a heavy barrel. You want a lightweight barrel. You want a suppressor, not suppressor. Sight. Fucking spammy fire rate. Huge magazine size. Really high quality animations. Yeah. I'm about it. Like a tactical flashlight. You can't see the tactical flashlight, but it, you know, it's there. It's just my game's really bright. But yeah, the M9A3 comes highly recommended from me. If you guys want to check out this mod for yourselves, make sure to check out the top link in the description. There'll be a link to the Bethesda.net page and the Nexus mod page, so you can download this mod for yourselves there. If you guys would like to, and I'd appreciate it if you did, you could leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. Does this pistol slap hard? Is it very cool? Is it good? Is it bad? What do you like about it? What do you not like about it? Let me know. I appreciate that. If you guys haven't already too, make sure you subscribe. That's the easiest way to make sure that you can check out more videos from me. Do upload Follow 4 mod videos a couple times a week, so you can check out those by subscribing and ringing the bell, I guess. I'm supposed to, like all the other YouTubers say that shit. I guess it does something. I don't know, man. But yeah, pretty much other than that, though, you guys have a good rest of your day, or whatever it may be, and I will see you in the next episode.